know, fellow co-caster, the BM caster Ikuto, he thinks that IDNS Thailand is gonna win. But I'm a Malaysian at heart, you know. I'm not like him, I'm not a traitor.
But the previous
No, that was the previous game.
Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the drafting session. ASYN will start in from the blue side, while of course IDNS Thailand will get into the red. So do take note, IDNS have two teams. IDNS stands for I Do Not Sleep. They do have the Singaporean team and of course the Thai team, exactly. The Thailand team right here. The previous champions of MSC 2017. The qualifier champions where they wrecked their opponents 3-0 in their own MSC 2018. Unfortunately, fall short at the qualifying stages.
Yeah, and also just saying, they need no introduction, right? In the Malaysian scene, you have Fredo, and Wolverine is actually Logan. Fun fact, I think. Yeah,
yes, I think so.
Yeah, he's Logan because he does change his name quite a bit. But I want to see what bans actually come true. So far, it's all the standard, you know, Cho, Gushun, Lunox, as well as Selena. Just to remind all the viewers, 6 heroes are banned out, right?
Yeah.
Hellcurt and Galukacha.
Yes.
That's who most popular. Vexana,
Leslie.
Sun, Leslie, and Zas.
Yes.
So that's why we are not seeing any Hellcurt ban, because they're already automatic banned out. But I like this straight away. Picking up the Grok, we saw how effective Grok is in the first game of the day.
Yes, indeed. RRQ using it to their most potential, using the walls and using the aggression coming in, just opening up tons of leeways, tons of plays being made by RRQ themselves in terms of the offense. But at the same time, let's talk about the drafting itself. I noticed that because of the 6 heroes bans, they kind of like use the advantage in terms of the drafting. They don't really care about the heroes, so they can go up for a different hero ban, which is something that we can see throughout the first and second game of RQ versus Geek Fam Icon.
And we're seeing a lot of Chao bans actually. Even, I mean, obviously the last game, because you have Xeno in the game, so you kind of have ban Chao. But even without Xeno, they still are banning over Chao because of the way of the dragon. The ultimate is just so strong. And in this meta, where if you just kill somebody, you just lose out all that gold, right?
Yes.
You need to just control team fights so much better. So they understand that Cho is a big threat, and instead they are gonna lock in the hours together with the Martyrs. What do you think about that, KBC?
I love it. I feel like Martyrs has been very impactful. And speaking of Cho beforehand, the fighter meta, having a fighter that not only just put a sort of sustainability, but initiates in terms of the CC, that is the fighters that they look for. That's why Jawhead, Chow, Martis are all being chosen in the current meta. So Martis, without the appearance of Chow, you have Martis in play.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Martis, he brings a little bit more damage. But on the other side, IDNS Thailand, they are going to lock in the Minotaur. We saw in game 1 of it, if I'm not mistaken,
Game 1, correct. It was RQ's...
No, it's game 2.
Game 2, sorry, yeah, my bad.
I think both games.
There was appearance,
yeah,
and it was a 50-50. Yeah.
So game 2, RQ's Liam on Minotaur was just crazy, right?
Yes.
Great ultimate. Want to see whether IDNS can replicate that. They're going to look at the Lancelot as well. The lineup has been pretty solid so far from both sides.
I feel like Team IDNS, they want to go in with the same style like RQ. They do have that Kaya, they do have that Lancelot dealing damage. Kaya is over there to kind of shut down any opponents who wants to try something strange.
Hanabi.
As well as Team ASYN is going to hover onto Aurora and Hanabi. Over there will be locked in already.
What do you think about this?
This is great. This is a lot of shutdown, a lot of lockdown as well. It's a response towards IDNS playstyle in their terms of the hero lineup. I
actually do like the hover over. They're going to lock in the Kagura. I actually really like the team competition coming up from IDNS. But as you say, they have their own niche. They have really strong pick-off potential, right? Look, you have the ultimate here, the Forbidden Jitsu from Hanabi.
Correct.
You can straight away lock down somebody. Correct. As well as the Usher Aura from Marcus too. You can always split people out with the Guidance Barrier from Grok. They have a lot of lockdown potential. But on the other side, IDNS, what do they want to do? They want to team fight Cloud with the Blazing Duet, Minotaur with the Minotaur Fury, as well as Kagura with that ultimate, the Yin Yang Overturn. They have so much AoE, they can cover such a big area. So it's all about how these teams approach team fights.
Yes, indeed. And I think the ASYN wants to emulate the same replica of Team RRQ. They played with 4-1 strategy. They might have Martis solo laning while the 4 of the others will do a pressure in the top lane.
Yeah.
But again, we cannot count out IDNS Thailand.
Yeah.
Their team fight potential is really, really huge.
And I think this is still the same lineup from MSC 2017.
Yes, I don't think there's much changes.
Yeah. Because in the Thai team, in the Thailand scene, you don't really have a lot of people that you can kind of change. But before we go to the game, KBC, who do you think is going to win?
I want to see Team ASYN.
Oh.
Because they had the lineup, the 4 people excluding Martis, they can do so much potential behind enemy lines, just going in, tower diving, getting the kills instantly from there. And seeing that Marty is going solo lane, that would be interesting about.
Well, let's see whether your predictions come true because we are going into the game. This is ASYN going up against IDNS Thailand. Game 1 is going to be an interesting one.
And Team IDNS Thailand, they have to find the team fight that is very beneficial to their area. I feel like they, in terms of 5 versus 5 war scenario, Team IDNS Thailand has the upper advantage.
Interesting here, you can see Solos and Gripex going to cut the wave, make sure that they have the priority into it and the tempo as well. Looks like they are just going to move on to the spinner to get that extra buff and the extra momentum.
You know what's interesting? I just noticed that Team IDNS Thailand, their lineup of the players, none of them that they're using right now is in the top 3.
Wow.
The top 3 heroes being played.
Oh, showing flexibility here, IDNS. Yep. They're saying that, you know what, we do not need our confident heroes to actually win this game. And now they're actually farming off pretty well. Gonna just walk down through this bottom wave, gonna take up that river crab. Solos is in the mid. You can see it's a very clear 2-1-2 kind of formation here. Solos gonna get funneled on all to the goal. You can see Logan starting off that river crab as well.
And you talk about this, the game that both teams here, they just want to know each other's play styles. They just want to get the momentum first. They're not trying to do something super aggressive comparing to the first game, which we did see from the two teams previously. And this is very interesting. And now it looks like there will be a clash.
Yeah, there will be a clash, but you know what? Early on, you don't really want to turret dive people. And all in all, on top of that, it is kind of a miniature, but what a goodness, this could be a huge fight. Well, Kagura's ultimate does not on the 2 members, but the rest of IDNS is here. They do get first for themselves. Lancelot gets the first kill with the Thorn Rose, but Solos will get a rest but he will definitely go down. Lancelot with a double kill himself. As you saying, getting the short end of the stick in the fight.
So it's a kill trade-off here coming in from both teams. I do like how IDNS respond to that. They weren't face of it. They still get the kill
Alice
and fall back.
Frenzy will get locked down here. The flicker comes in. A beautiful agent to get him forming enough of a shield. He does get the flowing blood, but Jaha will not be able to get that kill there. And now Gripex, he's back out of here. There are 3 members here. They want Frenzy. Can he go for it? No, but Mismic will be able to just walk away from this. They will not be able to get any kills whatsoever. And looks like IDNS just gonna walk away from the Gripex a little bit low, but here comes Solos. Where's the Decimate? Will he have enough damage? There goes the together with the last auto attack. They won't get that kill. ASYN with a slight lead. For Jahat. Together with Solos almost picking out the AZ on that Kaya.
Now talking about Frenzy, he was in a very good position. ASYN could not detect his whereabouts. He was hiding in the grass, and he went back to teleport. And now I have to talk about Solos. Solos coming in at the right time, helping his teammates, getting the kill, and now as well the turtle. That was a great rotation coming in from the Martis player.
Yep, a great rotation indeed. Good play coming out, and ASYN has a small lead as well. Open Jahat will spot out Kaya there with the flowing blood, but he will not take that second proc because he knows he has no teammates. Meanwhile, Fairy together with Solos going to walk into the Minotaur, but he's just going to walk away. I think at the moment, Fairy is just trying to protect Kagura, trying to let him get the farm, get those items because they do not want to fight so early, right? Yep. Typically a Kagura, a Lancelot, as well as a Claude, you need 2 items, maybe 1 to 2 items before you hit that power spike.
Yes, indeed. They want to get their early build first coming into the game, then they can start fighting with the war scenarios. Again, I'm placing my bets. If it's a 5 versus 5 war, IDNS Thailand has a lot of potential.
Definitely.
We'll see how it goes.
Benjahat might get caught out here. He does pop the ultimate. They're going for the AZ, but Guildforce, AZ will be able to run away from the wall, and Benjahat forced to use and waste that ultimate, but at least they will get that pressure, get that priority on the top side, and they will get that river crab as well.
If only we could see the talent from there. If, you know, Alice will be using the support talent, the support talent emblem that we did talk about, that would be awesome. The cooldown is shorter, they can go in for the other sides.
Bloodlust X does get purchased when Jahat diving onto the turret, and Vinod Fairy is there, but he's not taking the turret. Here comes the ultimate from Jahat. He lock out Fairy, they'll get 1 kill, but AZ coming up from the backside. Guildforce together with the Divine Judgment, but they do not get the turret aggro. Gripex now with the power of nature, they want more kills. They want it. Beautiful 2-man Astral Aura into the Guardian's Barrel, locks them out against the wall. They get that kill, and they're even gonna get that turret too.
That was a solid play coming in for ASYN as we move on to the DG instant replay. Look at this. Amy Azzy, he's trying to do something already, trying to get the Grok, but the Grok being annoying as possible, sticking to the walls
Solos
and getting the speed boost. And
Solos
here comes...
and MVP was clutch. And they're not done. Look at that KBC. They're going for Inferno, trying to go for the kill, but you know, Minotaur, he does have this rage form. Will get that extra boost. He's just gonna walk away. They already get the turret that they want, and they are going for more. Solos leading the charge into the front line, killing off that minion. Meanwhile, Fredo just free hitting onto the turrets. A lot of chip damage, and finally they'll bring it out. This is Air Aegis with great momentum early on.
Great momentum indeed. And of course, if you notice that the Grok was just soloing the lanes as well, trying to clear up some lane control for his team. You can see that Air Aegis every single member can set up with the 4-to-1 setup. We did see the previous game where RQ were using Martis to solo lane. That's true. But this time around, they have every single member who can rotate and execute the same playstyle that they want to.
Yep, definitely. That's what you want to do. You can see ASYN are the ones dictating the pace at the moment, and IDNS have their backs against the wall. Well, it's not that bad of a lead. It's only 3,000, but in this early stage, it's definitely a hill to climb.
A hill to climb. If we can see the drafts later, the graphs, we can see that the changes. But you look at the item build right here.
Wow, Solos is so far ahead.
I love how Air Aegis has Grok's Aegis, so that's why he wasn't being caught that.
Yeah, and you can see Solos on that Martis also has an Aegis as well. So he will be so tanky. He'll get that extra shield. He will be able to dive into the back line. And Panjahat just finishing up the Winter Tragedy, and pop goes the Weasel. They get a great wall. Will force Fairy to use that despair storm going against the wall and walk away from it.
I can see that the bottom lane Martis is trying to create pressure onto Cloud, but Cloud will be able to cancel any BS coming in from the minions. Air Aegis is just showing dominance in this early game, and IDNS Thailand, they have to respond to this. They have to quickly get the items, like what you mentioned before, and start the wars in their own favor.
Yeah, but here, Gripex is already so tanky.
Oh, look at that.
What a play from Gripex. He charges up the power of nature, and then he does not get tethered up. Because when you use the power of nature and you're near to a wall as a Grok, you will not get stunned up. No crowd control will go through.
Basically, it's an immunity for him. A free immunity coming in, even without the Aegis as well. So, coming in from the place.
Cold Destruction was close, but you can see now Fredo in the backside. He was throwing away the Soul Scroll, and now he's just going to free hit left, right, and center. But there is no fall. AG is there. Fredo just auto attacking for days and just connecting to so many people. Alice, meanwhile, the backline together with Grok. They're going to fight. Here comes the dive. Here comes the wow charge into the Kagura. They get one kill, and then one more. A flicker from Panjahat. The ultimate from Fredo will not catch another one, but here comes the Winter Charger. He will be invulnerable. He does have the flowing, but he will just back out from this. And Air just saying they get one kill, and they just cleanly walk out of there.
Was a little bit messy coming in for Air Aegis. They could have gotten more kills, but then I think Team IDNS Thailand, most of the heroes have their ultimates, they have their skills impact, so they couldn't fully be impactful in that fight.
Yep, definitely, that's true. Can see now, as you're saying, they get 2 kills, they get the turret, they're just gonna walk away. And now the goal lead has extended. Now it's 6,000, well, 5.5. You know what? My math is not so good. Oh, they're gonna extend it for one more. No! Broken! A little bit of a miscalculation there from Wolverine.
Yeah. And he managed to remove himself from the clutches of death. That was so close from Team IDNS Thailand.
He thought he got it with the kill. The Cold Destruction was alright, the Frost Shock as well.
Yeah.
But just not enough damage. And now Gripex roaming into the jungles of IDNS Thailand. They do not want to let up any pressure whatsoever.
Cloud has to be careful at the bottom lane. He's going to run away. I think he spotted out a little bit of danger coming in from Alice and Hanabi. It was a good move as well. We move on to the top lane. They are just turning time.
Now they are going to engage onto an AZ. Oh, going to use the Divine Judgment, but the Ashura Aura is there. Wolverine will just use his flicker, but there goes the Blazing Duet into the backside. They will take out Aurora, and they will take out the Martis as well. 2 kills going over the IDNS Thailand. ASYN has to walk away. Meanwhile, Hanabi is just pushing down this bottom turret, but they are lingering over Lord. Looks like they are not going over Lord instead. Hanabi will get this turret, and they are just going to back off. So 2 kills for nothing, but ASYN does get a turret in exchange.
And IDNS Thailand, they want to capitalize onto the lot, but they say, you know what, we don't have the resources yet, even though Framsy, the Cloud user, is able to pick up that golden stuff, increasing a little bit of damage coming in as well. At the same time, IDNS Thailand, they don't want to do any overcommitments, unlike Air Aegis right here, because that time, I think the Air Aegis was a little bit too over-aggressive, so they got caught up, and they lost 2 members in there.
Yep, definitely they were a little bit, going on too much, especially when you have 2 members across the map. It was going to be a 3v4 at best, and you know what? Numbers in advantage. They're just going to get stomped over. And now those as you said, they are gonna regroup and recollect themselves, gonna go onto the board.
I am very, very curious on why ASYN wants to do this, because IDNS is coming in right now.
IDNS is in the vicinity, and there goes the ultimate, the wild shots. They're just delaying. They do get the lure, and now they want the fight. They do stun up Crazy, but that is not the target they want. And now look at the backline, but Jahan needs to run away from them. But there goes the Winter Judge. He will survive from there, and he's popping the ultimate. He's going in. Oh, man, stun! But Jahan is in the house. He will try to run away, but it's not enough. And now the rest of Edge is saying he's gonna fall off. Souls will have the movement speed buff, but he will not be able to catch on to the Kagura. But that's a team fight win, a 2-for-1 exchange. But Jahan with the big play.
But Jahan with the next level play indeed. As we move on to our DJ instant replay, that was awesome. The way how he used his ultimate, just stunning down 4 members in the row and setting up the kill, this extra kill for ASYN against IDNS Thailand.
He could have actually ran away from it. He flickered back. Yes, he flickered back to his team, but
he gave a call. He gave a call like, let's just fight.
Yeah, let's just fight. Let's keep on going. And as we say that now, ASYN with a huge advantage already, 8,000 of a goal lead. Fredo already picking up the Winds of Nature, so he will be able to just 1v1 against the Lancelot. He can just pop the Winds of Nature and be immune against any physical damage.
And then this comes in with the steamroll. Team ASYN will get...
Destruction lands on the tree, but going to the backline. They're diving into the face, but the blazing duel comes in. ASYN is sought in a heap of trouble. Here comes the counter attack. Battle tried to man out, but it's not enough. There goes IDNS. They are kind of bite back. They will get 2 kills in exchange for it. ASYN playing a little bit too aggressive.
Camo, did you just see that 1 versus 1 battle of the marksman? Cloud was actually losing the battle against Hanabi, but hey, war is not fair. The
most of it is so far, but we are going back into the game. Hopefully all the lag problems, all the technical difficulties are out the way, but as you're saying, they still have the lead and they have the momentum.
240 seconds onto the Lord. I think there was a little bit of bug onto the map, but then I think ASYN, what they could do is try to get the next Lord, or the Lord to come as...
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the timer is up.
2 minutes are up.
And try to finish up this game as quickly as possible, because I just feel like IDNS Thailand, they have that late game aura. You know, we did see the previous game in MSC 2018, still remember with Carry?
Yeah.
That was the late game momentum. It was game way behind already. Yeah?
It was Frenzy's carry as well.
Yes. It was the late game potential. The team was just clicking at the later moments. I think it was a 40 or 30-minute game. But then, hey, IDNS, they can clutch this if they achieve level parity alongside ASYN.
Yep, and you can see Kurikbo gets purchased by Solo, so he wants to give that buff to his team. He thinks, you know what, I'm strong enough, I need my team to be strong as well. Remember, ASYN, I think they're just going to wait for the next slot. What do you think here, KBC?
I feel they're going to wait for the next lot and push all the way further, but then if IDNS were to steal the lot from them, things are looking really grim for ASYN.
Fredo will walk on the bomb side open. Jahan was a little bit deep into enemy territory, but he does have the flowing blood. He will be able to walk away. And now, bottom wave, there is a wave being built by ASYN, and Solos will escort those minions into it. He wants to take down this turret, but so far, looks like we have entered a stalemate here, KBC.
Stalemate, but then again, in the minds of the players, it's all about the mental game. Who will strike first and who will prevail last, Matthew. And again, for those who don't know, this is the latest patch where the jungle creeps are a little bit more buffier right now. But then once we move on to the later mid or late games, I think the players,
they
can actually just solo kill it, and not much of importance of getting it, because in the early game, the reason why that patch was built up, because the early game you don't want the assassins to get the early levels. The early levels you get, the faster you get the skills, and of course you can wreck people really fast.
Definitely, and you can see now, this is where the marksmen come online.
Yeah,
and you can see who is going to be able to just sustain into the fights and who will be able to do more damage. You can see almost everyone on the side of ASYN has already completed their items. They are going onto the Lord here. Grok is there trying to just deceive everyone, distract everyone away from it. But remember, they have the Minotaur. That's the main threat into the Lord pit. We've seen so many Lord fights go south because of the Minion Fury. AZ is actually separated from his team. They can't go for this fight because AZ is not there. Why are they not engaging here, KBC? Then now they're going for it. Now Fury will get pulled back, but ASYN will just linger away. And now this fight is so over with AZ. With the referee, toss out the 3 members, but they're just way too far away. So Jan gets caught out, but a beautiful ultimate there from Fredo will lock down the key members, and Solo is going left, right and center. They are dropping like flies, and there are 4 members down. Will they make it 5? They will make it 5. It's a clean wipe. There's 5 members going down for IDNS Thailand, and I think KBC, they want to end the game.
GG instant replay. Matthew, take out your cameras again because click, that was a wipe-out moment for IDNS Thailand. I love the fight initiation coming in for IDNS Thailand, but then it feels like the heroes are out of position.
Yep, you need to remember, IDNS Thailand, they want to fight as a team. What ASYN did that, they separate the fight. They disengage, and they are better in small skirmishes. And now, with the crystal getting focused down, ASYN will win game 1.
And they don't even need the Lord. The Lord haven't responded at the same time. He was at the starting point of the base. So that was a clear wipe out over there. That one fight that lead to the victory. ASYN, you can see the MVP solos, no doubt about it.
Yep.
Having the last item, which is actually the courage but it kind of helps because you know there's an active skill that you can activate. Kind of increases the armor of everyone.
Oh, look at that.
There's a little bit of drop.
A little bit of drop because of that small fight at the skirmishes. But what a masterful display from ASYN. I cannot stress it enough. They split up the fight phenomenally.